Alright, getting ready to retire my fortress. This is the fortress of the Granite Fountains. So thought I'd just take you guys through it real quick before I retire it. It's a pretty cool fortress. So, first thing to start off is what did we build around? We have this mountain here. This is a 5x5 tile. We are located right here on top of this volcano. So, right inside here. And we are at war with the humans and the goblins and the elves, although I've never been attacked by the elves. Um, so this fortress was established in 455. Right now it's 478. So we've been around for a little more than 20 years. The mods that I have for the game are see-through floors and dark depths, so it just makes the if you can't see anything, it's black instead of blue. So let's go down. So yeah, anyways, this is a fortress built across the gap of a volcano spire. So the mountain kind of comes down like that. It's a super tall mountain, and you'll see that there's only just this small area of flat grassland, and then there was this volcano. So I decided, well, I'll build my fortress across the volcano. I wanted to test out the siege update, and so I wanted to create only a singular point um, for people to enter into the fortress, and then I wanted to block it off with the new siege equipment. Never used it before. This is a bug caused by the mod for the see-through workshop floors. These are supposed to be all catapults. Anyways, yeah, so you come across this bridge here and you can see the depth. These are all, things left over by the dead goblins. I've got fortifications built into the side of the wall with these bolt throwers, tons and tons of bolts. Most of them are wood. The other ones are all goblinite. Didn't see any here. So anyways, you come in through the main gate and you come into this main chamber here. So this thing is, let's see, how many Z levels tall is this? 15. So this is 15 levels tall. And so one thing that I did is I didn't do the floors, but every single wall in the fortress is a block wall, and it's been engraved. So even all the way at the very top, unusable space, all of this is engraved. So one of the ways that I did that, I didn't see that stairway there. One of the ways that I did that, you can see a project I'm currently working on. I do stairs to mine out an entire area, and then I'll come and I'll mine the walls with just regular mining, and then I will build the walls inside here. Then I will go and detail the walls. Then I will remove the stairs layer by layer. That's how I build it, like that. So anyways, main hall here, and then this is my bedroom setup. So I do 9x9 with bedrooms, 3 levels of bedrooms, so it's 3 Z levels tall. So come in, and then one of the most important things of this fortress is the factory. So coming down here, come down these ramps, I have these buildings that I've kind of created, and they're just for role-playing purposes. But inside of each building is a workshop, and I have the magma-powered forges and smelters, and all of it below. If you go, down the ramps below, this is the raw materials needed to create the stuff. So, and then I've got, the magma that came through. I also have this pit here. This is where we throw all of our trash. If I go up, you can see here's the pit. So I just put dead bodies here, throw them into there. They're dead. With that being said, if you come in through this hallway up here, come up, and this is our dining room. And so I have dancing area, tables and chairs. I have my levers. Most of the time, dwarves that aren't really doing anything, those are the ones that will pull the levers. So I put the levers close so it's faster response time. Also, once they go in here, I can lock the door. And if I need more quicker responses, I can lock the door and they can come and pull these levers. I like to name my levers so that I know where they're going and what they're being used for. So these are the main gates here. Yep, got some farming factories. Down below is food storage, where they're keeping everything. Looks like I'm getting short on supplies. Okay, so let's see, if you go back to the main area and then you go up this road here, you'll go to the traders. If you go down over here and you go down this one, this is a library, and I got artifacts stored here with bars blocking them. Unfortunately, the dwarves don't get a happy thought being close to the artifact, but I also don't get the artifact stolen as well. My library has, let's see, 81 objects in it, so not too bad. I send out squads to go to abandoned places to go find books. Go up these stairs here, we got rooms, we got temple, plans for another expansion here. Let's go back down to the main area. You're still not done with that yet. This is the door to the mines. I had to block this off because things come up from the caverns, things come up from the I found a large chunk of diamonds down there, and there's things inside there, so yeah, I've just blocked it off. Across this bridge, over this open chasm, I got storage, wood pots, and then some housing. If I go down these stairs here, housing, I got a hospital, I got a well, and go down a little more, we got farming, housing. Let's go back. Okay, if we go down this road, housing, here's the forge, stoneworkers, workshops. I have 48,000 blocks. Let's go to my blocks here. 48,000 diorite blocks. So everything is all using the exact same blocks. And all these walls are all detailed, even at the top sea levels. So, in the memorial, I have statues for all of the main battles that we fought. Not with goblins, but with different entities, whether it be a forgotten beast, a giant, a rock, cave dragon, specific things like that. I have were mongooses that attacked. If you go downstairs, a giant brought this with him in one of his fights, so that's pretty cool. It reads the secrets of life and death. So I put some artifacts on display, lock them up in between the bars, and then down below, this is the tomb for my count. So it's using an artifact coffin, and I have a pale metal short sword on display. I was planning on coming back as an adventurer, getting some steel armor, putting some steel armor here, and my short sword, and being able to take all those things as an adventurer. Access to high grade weapon technology. So if we go down a level, I got housing, I got miscellaneous crafting, egg production. This is a project that I was working on but never got finished. I think it was probably just going to be a grand library. Wasn't exactly sure. Let's go back up. Okay, so go up these stairs here. Housing. So this was another project I was working on. This was mainly, I was doing it just to get the marble. I was just going to make this a nice temple or something like that and leave it alone. But it was going to have a pretty cool entrance to it. Let's keep going. So for my tavern, I don't know if I showed you guys, but I have rented rooms, and then up above I have dungeons and offices. Alright, more residential and temple. Okay, that's it. So that's the whole fortress there. Now I'll show it to you in 3D. Okay, so here's the mountain, and you can see the how I built it out. So originally the volcano had some walls that went like around here, so I cut them all down, and then I was working on some towers. Okay. Sorry, I had to adjust that. Yeah, so I was working on some towers. I was gonna build this up and make a wall, but that's where I was starting to get bored. Um, but you can see here's the catapults, and then down below is the bolt throwers. So as an enemy, this is what you would be dealing with. You would be trying to come across the bridge as all these guys are shooting at you. So now this is one of the coolest parts. So you get to see the inside cutaway of what the fortress looked like. So I thought it looked pretty cool. It looks like, mines, um, like a typical dwarven kind of setup. There we go. So you can see the mine shaft goes all the way to the top of the mountain, and then it goes all the way down to the bottom of the world. And you can see in 3D how my different temples and store. This is the storage places, housing. This is our main chamber. Here's that bridge that goes across. If we go up here, this should be, whoops. Yeah, here's the dining. So here's what their dining hall looked like. Pretty cool. And here's the forges. So, anyways, yep, here's the work in progress chamber. This is going to be our grand library, probably. This one was going to be some kind of a temple. Those are still works in progress. But yeah, anyways, that's the Fortress of the Granite Fountains. Gonna retire it and build something else. I'm gonna build something different.